game. We live. Again. At this point, I'm just live every day. I'm not working. Oh, God. We're going modless today. Sadly. But we're playing a new game because we're waiting for devs to see what the fuck happened to our achievements and do no harm. But I'm excited for this game too. It's a game that's called Who Did It. I assume we're gonna do some detective work, and you know I'm a sucker for that. So you know. It's gonna be very cool. It says that it wanted me to update. I just downloaded it. So, But, let's see how it does, shall we? But before that, we have a little tradition to uphold, naturally. So, I have this little fun, it doesn't look as exciting or exotic, but I feel like it might be a good one. It's kind of lemon soda. I think it's Thai. It looks Thai. Red lemon soda. Red lemon soda. It the brand had like so many different lemon sodas. I don't know. It's like. We have red, we had yuzu and lemon, we had mandarin and lemon, but I have no clue what a red lemon is. So, we're gonna find out. A moment of silence. Ooh. I was about to say I was about to say it's hard, but that's not what it is. I don't know what they mixed with that lemon. It's lemon, and it's something else. And the secret third thing. Huh. That tastes very special. It's like... It's like strangely pine-y. It tastes like lemon, pine, and like... something sweet, like watermelon or something. That's very strange. I still don't know what a red lemon is. But let's game. Let's game. All right. Boom. I don't know how loud this desktop audio is for y'alls. It's be ducking for my voice. Something. I bought every DLC and stuff, and it was like a handbook thing, and I tried to find if it was something we were able to like. I was gonna be able to look at in advance, but alas. I don't think I was able to, unless like we started the game and I didn't want to start the game. So, you know, we're gonna see if we can find that handbook. So I learned to play a game correctly for once, because I famously do not do that. Considering me still not fully knowing how to do no harm apparently. But let's start the game. I should probably wear my glasses for this. Seems to be some text for me to read. Hopefully you will be able to see the text. I know we had that issue with, what's it called? Cyber Warrior. Oh, they're dirty. See if I'll tweak out about it. Yeah, I'll just fucking... We have a little cutscene, that's what I remember. Hello there. Hopefully I'll have the music. The Federal State Police. Wait, wasn't the exact same thing for Cyber Warrior? State my name. Wasn't there a microphone? Why do I state my name? Thank you. Okay. For sure. Is this the same people that made Cyber Warrior? No. Jeff? Okay. What you got for us, Jeff? Jeff? I was not expecting this, actually. Hello? Oh, that's fun.
Hello and welcome to this introduction video. My name is Jeff, and I will teach you the basics of your new workflow. When you first open a case, read all the clues carefully.
Understood. Am I supposed to
After
read?
that,
No.
determine which suspect needs to be in what room. You do this by using the RLD, room layout diagram. Each suspect needs to be in a room, and you can't have duplicates. Some rooms can be empty, and not all rooms need to be full, but every suspect needs to be assigned. When done, click the big stamp, and your training detective will evaluate your answers.
You can always refer to your help book for more info.
Because I bought the help book. Thank you. That's very good. That's the kind of like baby shit that I need. I need someone to hold my hand. I think this is a very correct way to do game. I was thinking because we're gonna check that. Is there a timer? Oh yeah, there's a timer. Because I was thinking like the icon for Who Did It and for Cyber Warrior are very like alike, and didn't we have a someone called Emily that was supposed to help us in Cyber Warrior? I can't be wrong. I don't know how loud that is for y'all's. I'm so audio. Okay. Let's continue. Oh yeah. Do they have like a slow empty animation? No. Okay. So they don't have that. Default. Normal. Okay. Good. Hopefully we can do this. We can do this. We're the best to ever do it. Tutorial. Read the clues. Place every name in the correct room. Find the killer. Click on the stamp in the bottom right to validate your answer. The kitchen was empty, but every other room contained at least one suspect. Person 6 was alone. Person 4 was on the same floor as person 3, but in a room more to the left. Person 5 was on the same floor as person 2, but in a room more to the left. Person 6 was in the conservatory. Person 2 was in the room above the room person 6 was in. There were 2 people in the dining room. Okay. Nice. Only use hints when you're stuck. Understood. Oh. So we don't have names. We just have, Oh, no. They don't use name. I assume they don't use names just because just to make it easy for us. That's fantastic. Which one do we know where it is? Person 6 was in the conservatory. Person 6. Person 2 was in the room above the room person 6 was in. So this is person 2. There are 2 people in the dining room that we don't know really what that was about. This is empty. 6 was alone. 4 was on the same room as 3, but a room more to the left. 5 was on the same floor as person 2, but in a room more to the left. So here. Would be person 2. No, that's person 2, bro. 5. Just like 5. 6 was in the conservatory. Okay. The only one supposed to be in the conservatory is 6. 4 was on the same floor as 3. There were 2 people in the dining room, right? Let's see. Kitchen was empty. Every other room contained at least one suspect. Person 6 was alone. Person 4 was on the same room as person 3, but we don't know what that would mean, possibly. We don't have any context for those 2. Person 5 was on the same floor as person 2, but in a room more to the left. Person 6 was in the conservatory. Person 2 was in the room above the room person 6 was in. There were 2 people in the dining room. Alright. So, person 4 and person 3 are on the same floor. They're in the same floor, but in a room more to the left. Okay. And no one's in the kitchen. So either it's 3 and 4. No, that can't be. Let's see. Dead body? And there were 2 people in the dining room. So that would mean what? Oh, would it be that only 2 people in a dining room? Or like that's the one with only 2 people? Would it be 4 is on the same floor as person 3, but in a room more to the left? So would we like to do this maybe? Person 3, but in a room more to the left. Then we have 2 people in the dining room. And do you have every person? Yeah. I think maybe this is it. Would we stamp it? We stamp it. Oh, okay. This is, I do like this. Person 4 is the killer. Yeah. Okay. Man, now I'm like, this is immediately this is fun. I feel like this is a reasonable amount of or like a good amount of brain activity for me. I like it. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Do we have the one? Okay, select. 2, 3. Okay. I see. I was like, why does it say 65, bro? Like 5. Okay. Of course we do classic. Yes. Normal. Nice. Classic, difficulty, normal. Nice. So the timer doesn't matter for us. That's great, because I'm stupid. Or I'm stupid. No, I'm slow. That's the same thing. Yeah, I know. Debria was alone in the study room. Yes. Agnes was also alone. There was nobody in the room above the room Agnes was in. Jaren was on a different floor than... How would you pronounce that name? Would it be Xavier or Xavier? I don't know. Natalie was on a different floor than Gino. Natalie was on the same floor as Agnes, but in a room more to the left. So... Huh? Wasn't she in the... Deverson study room? Oh, Agnes was alone. Natalie's on the same floor as Agnes, but in a room more to the left. Okay. I see. Gino did not do it, so Gino can't be in the kitchen. That's good. That means Natalie has to be up there. I love Gino did not do it in exclamation mark. Now it's on a different floor than Gino, so Natalie has to be in a up. Oh, there's like typing noises. Let's see. No one was above the room Agnes was in. Huh. Do we have any other mention of... No. We don't. So... Nobody was in the room Agnes was in. Something different for than Gino. Natalie was on the same floor as Agnes. Gino did not know. Okay, so Natalie and Xavier is on the top floor. And Gino is on the bottom floor. Agnes, Natalie, and Xavier is on the top floor, I would assume. I'm getting tripped up by the typing noises. I assume that's the ambient volume. Yeah, I would love to have like noises in the background so it isn't just like quiet, but it's really tripping me up. If any viewer comes in, I'll have it on for y'alls. I don't think you can hear it though, because the typing I'm getting like, you probably don't hear it because of how the game audio, and because I'm speaking all the time. Okay, so Gino was in either one of these. Natalie was with Xavier. Oh, okay. So, because same floor as Agnes, but in a room more to the left. I think Agnes did it. No one was in the room above the room Agnes was in. No? Natalie was on the same floor as Agnes, but in a room more to the left. No one was in the room above. Oh, now I'm confused. So, Agnes is on the bottom, since there is a... Okay, so would we say that there was nobody in the room above the room that Agnes was in? So I assume she would be in the bathroom, because there is a room above... There is a room... Agnes can't be on the top floor. And Agnes is alone. No one's in the room that Agnes was in. Natalie's on the different floors. Gino. Natalie was on the same floor as Agnes, but in a room more to the left. Huh? So that would mean that Natalie is here. Natalie was with Xavier. Gino can't be there. That we know because Gino didn't do it. He didn't do it. Same floor as Agnes, but a room to the left. Okay, Agnes also alone. There's nobody in the room above the room that Agnes was in. Jaron was on a different floor than Xavier. Natalie was on a different floor than Gino. Natalie's on the same floor as Agnes, but in a room more to the left. Natalie was with Xavier. Gino didn't do it. So it's Jaron who did it, right? Yeah, I'd say so. Because Gino didn't do it. And, like so. You think we was right? Best to ever do it. Easy. First try it is. Correct. Ooh, a murder weapon. Knife. Knife. I love a knife. Whoa. Next case. Wait, me? I'm like... No. Do we have to choose that every time? That's probably gonna be frustrating. Anyway. Who did it? Let's see. Each of the 6 suspects was in a different room. Okay. Stephen was on the same floor as Dana, but in a room more to the left. Taylor was on the same floor as Steven, but a room more to the left. Coy was on the same floor as Ambosia, but in a room more to the left. Evidence proved that a woman did it. Okay, so how many ladies do we have, bro? Let's see. Same floor as Dana, but in a room more to the left. So Dana, but more to the left. Taylor was on the same floor as Steven, but in a room more to the left. I would assume, since Steven is a dude, that we have this thing. No. Yeah. Steven was on the same floor as Dana, but in a room more to the left. Taylor was on the same floor as Steven, but a room more to the left. Coy was on the same floor as Ambosia, but a room more to the left. I would assume that Aubrey did it then. Because, yeah. Steven on the same floor as Dana, but a room more to the left. Taylor is to the left of Steven. Taylor was on the same floor as... Yeah. Coy was on the same floor as Ambrosia, but a room more to the left. And a lady did it. Best to ever do it. Oh my god, we're gonna get through this like so fucking fast. I love this. How did she kill her? A revolver. Oh, did we... No, we didn't know who got deaded. Hell yeah. Can I click this? It bugs a bit when I try to click the button. Alright. Open the case. Open the case. I wonder how many cases we have, dude. They're probably gonna get harder. Or I'm just gonna have to higher the difficulty, I guess. John was serving Patty tea in the dining room. So we have John and Patty. Juanita was in the room above the room where Oscar was in. Graham was on a different floor than Ronald. Tracy was on the same floor as Graham, but in a room more to the left. Oscar was alone but did not do it. Juanita was with a man. Oh, she was. Was he? Okay, so Oscar, do we have any? Okay, so Oscar is on the bottom floor, and he didn't do it, and he was alone. So I assume this is Oscar, and Juanita was here, and with a guy, with a man. She was with a man. Graham was on the same floor as Tracy, but one more room more to the left. So I would assume Graham's on a different floor than Ronald. We have no clue where Ronald is. So Oscar didn't do it. I love when the people are like alone. It's often in the bathroom, and I think that's great. So, do we have any information? Who is in the left of what? Huh? Juanita was there with a guy. Graham was on a different floor than Ronald, so I assume this would be either this is Graham or Ronald. Yes. John. So, yes, because John is in the dining room with Patty. Juanita is with a guy. Tracy, we don't know where Tracy is. Tracy is on the same floor as Graham, but in a room more to the left. Oh. Then it has to be like this. It's Graham, Ronald, because Tracy can't be here because she's a girl. But Graham can't be in the dining room. Ronald is a guy. And I think that makes us true, I was about to say. Probably. Best to ever do it. We're gonna have to higher the difficulty because I'm so fucking good at this, I swear to God. God, I love this. But yeah, I feel like it's doing this on like easy or like normal mode makes me feel smart, and I feel like that's it's a huge appeal to that. But I mean, this is how. Oh, wait, so since we're rookie now, we're gonna get harder, we're gonna get harder cases. Never mind. We're gonna continue. I want to play the game as God intended, okay? I don't want to be a fucking tryhard. Normal. Yes. Correct. We're gonna play it normal style. Naturally. What, naturally? Oh, give me some slurp. Desiree and David were in the same room downstairs and everyone else was upstairs. Okay. Mark was in the room above where Desiree was in. Yes. Timothy was in the room more to the right of the room Megan was in. Denise was in a room more to the left than the room than Wayne was in. Wayne was not in the room above the room David was in. Desiree was not in the room under the room Timothy was in. There were two women in the attic. Okay, so Desiree was in. Mark was in the room above the room Desiree was in. Timothy was in a room more to the right of the room Megan was in. Denise was in a room to the left of the room Wayne was in. Wayne was not in the room above the room David was in. Desiree was not in the room under the room Timothy was in. There were 2 women in the attic. Oh god, I read it a second time and it made less sense. So, Desiree and David are together. Desiree and David cannot be... Mark was in the room above the room where Desiree and David is. Timothy was in a room more to the right of the room Megan was in. Denise was in a room more to the left of where Wayne is. Wayne was not in the room above the room David was in. Under where Timothy was in. More to the right of the room Megan was in. Oh. So we just have to place where the people were. Wow, that's the game. But Desiree and David. I'm just trying to figure out if someone is left or right to the David and Desiree room. Mark was above the Desiree and David room. Timothy was in a room more to the right than the room Megan was in. Denise was in a room more to the left of where Wayne was in. Wayne was not in the room above the room David was in. Desiree was not in the room under the room Timothy was in. There were 2 women in the attic. Okay, I want to assume that more to the right of where Megan is in. I want to assume that Megan is here. Where's Denise? More to the left. I want to say that that's... Oh, yeah, because we only have so many ladies. Okay, I see. Denise. To the left, and the room Wayne was in. So Wayne is here. Denise was in a room, left of the room Wayne was in. Okay, so it's Wayne and Timothy is there. And let's see. Desiree was not in the room under the room Timothy was in. So the David and Desiree room is not the living room. Mark was. Oh, yeah. Okay, that tracks. So this is David and Desiree. This is Mark. And that's all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. Yes. Best to ever do it. Just starting out, solve 5 cases. Easy, no problem. The best. Hell yeah. I'm fucking pre-intern. What are you talking about? I'm best to ever do it. Doubt? Oh. Hello there. Hello there. I've reviewed your previous case answers. Why are you bullying me? I'm slow. I mean, did you really think that Patty could have done it? Oh, someone's fucking psyching me out. I was correct, bitch. Keep here. What? Do better next time. Complete the next 5 cases and we'll talk again. Who are you? I don't think this is... This is not my precious Emily. I don't think. I did things in like 3 minutes because I'm the best to ever do it. I feel like that's fair. Yeah, because this is we can see case notes. My case notes. Case closed. Oh yeah. Okay. So we're gonna be fast? I never heard of her. I'm gonna continue at my slow, stupid pace, I swear to God. Oh. Alright, we gotta be so fast. We gotta get so interfaced, gang boys. Oh my god. Come on, read. There was no one in the living room. At the time of the murder, Brennan and John were discussing in the kitchen. Nice. Brennan and John. All the women were upstairs. Tiana was not in the same room as Olivia. Olivia was not in the same room as Lori. Mike was not under the room. Tiana was in. Brennan was not under the room. Lori was in. Okay, so... oh god, I just remember that I have to turn the audio off. Nobody was in the living room. Great. Tiana was not in the same room as Olivia. Olivia was not in the same room as Rory. Mike was not under the room Tiana was in. So Tiana's here. Brennan was not in the room under the room Lori was in. So this is Tiana, right? Yes, and this is Mike. Brennan was not under the room Lori is in. Okay. Hold on. Mike was not under the room Tiana was in. Tiana was not in the same... How did I see that that's that? Brennan and John were discussing in the kitchen. All the women were upstairs. Tiana was not in the same room as Olivia. Olivia was not in the same room as Lori. Mike was not under the room Tiana was in. Brennan was not under the room Lori was in. Why did I... Okay, come back. Michael, my son. Brennan was not in the room. Lori was in. Okay, so Lori is here. Mike was not under the room Tiana was in. Oh yeah, that's because Mike is on the... No, we don't know that. Mike can be in the conservatory. And there were no one in the living room. Okay, so Lori... as Olivia... was not in the same room as Lori. The ladies... Tiana... Oh, yeah, because Tiana can be in either one of them, right? Not in the same room as Olivia. Olivia was not in the same room as Lori. So that would be Tiana. And Mike was not under the room Tiana is in. So that would be Mike. Bren was not under the room Lori was in. Yes. Do we have all the ladies? Oh, no, we don't. So, Lori, Tiana, Kelly. Yes. And Olivia. Cool. And what other dudes do we have? Is it Dennis? Dennis. And, okay, Lori, Olivia, Brendan, John, Mike. Oh, so Dennis was alone in the wine cellar. Is that it? I think so. Has to be. Best to ever do it. I don't know how fast or slow I did that. I feel like Mike is the killer. How long? The three. I feel like 3 minutes, 30 seconds was about like what we did for the rest of them too. All right. Best to ever do it. Oh, pre-enter detective. Best to ever do it. No. Yes. Let's open this case. Who did it? I will not stop saying that. Andrew was alone in the greenhouse. Okay. Sarah and Doug were together in the room above the room Heather was in, so they're on the top floor. Katie was on the same room as Hubert, but on a different floor. Janice was on the same floor as Edward. Edward was in a different floor than Hubert. The kitchen is empty. Hubert didn't do it. Okay. Kitchen is empty. Let's see. Together in the room above the room Heather was in. So Heather is here. Because no one is in the kitchen. Heather... Let's see. We're together above the room. So Sarah and Doug. Sarah and Doug. Hayden was in. Katie was on the same floor as Hubert, but in a different room. Edward's on a different floor than Hubert. I need to figure out where people were. Sarah and Doug were together in the room above the room Heather was in. Katie was on the same floor as Hubert, but in a different room. Which means... What? Oh, there's only one more person that can be on the bottom floor. Edward's on a different floor than Hubert. Janice is on a different floor than Edward. The kitchen was empty. Hubert didn't do it. Do it! How many people? There are 3 people that can be in the top floor, on the top floor. So, it's on a different room. Okay, so Hubert has to be on the top. On the top floor. Because there can only be one more person on the bottom floor. So Katie was on the same floor as Hubert, but in a different room, and Hubert didn't do it. So I think we found our killer. Edward was on a different floor than Hubert, so this is Edward. Janice was on a different floor than Edward. Same floor as Hubert, but in a different room. Okay, so would that be... same floor as Hubert, but in a different room. Cool, Katie. You're a murderer. Edward was on a different floor than Hubert. Kitchen was empty. Hubert didn't do it. Janice was in a different room than Edward. Yes, do we have all of them? Yes. Best to ever do it. Nice. I don't know what to tell you. How fast did we do it? You know, the 3 minutes 22 seconds. That's pretty. It's pretty alright. There you go. I hope no one gets mad at me for taking 3 minutes. I can only read so much. Yeah. I want to get it in 1. Get it in 1. Oh, this feels like playing Scrabble, which I've had a severe Scrabble addiction. I regret to inform you. There were only 3 people upstairs, and they were all in different rooms. Sylvia was in the wine cellar with another woman. Sylvia was in the wine cellar. Mary was above the room Doris was in. Darren was above the room Derek was in. Mary was in a room more to the left than the room Gregory was in. David was not in the room under the room Gregory was in. Okay, so above the room Eula was in. Mary was above the room Doris was in. So Gregory, Doris, not in the room under the room Gregory was in. Okay. Gregory. Above the room, Yul was in. Mary was above the room, Doris was in. Darren was above the room, Derek was in. So Gregory, Mary, and Darren is on the top floor. There is a woman. How many ladies do we have? Doris, Mary, and Eula. And the one on the top floor is Doris. No Mary. What do we have on the women? Celia was in the wine cellar with another woman. Gregory was above the room Eula was in. Mary was above the room Doris was in. Darren was above the room Derek was in. Mary was in a room more to the left than Gregory was in. David was not in the room Gregory was in. Under the room Gregory was in. Oh god. But we know who's on the top floor. That's always something. Gregory was above the room Eula was in. So Eula can be there too. Mary was above the room Doris was in. Darren was above the room Derek was in. Mary was in the room more to the left than Gregory was in. David was not in the room Gregory was in. Oh god. All in different rooms. With another woman. With another woman? Gregory's above the Eula's in. We need to know. Bitch, where? Let's see. What's above the room Doris was in? Is anyone left? Mary's in a room more to the left than the room Gregory was in. David was not in the room under the room that Gregory was in. I want to imagine that maybe it's because Mary can't be here. This we know. Because Mary is more to the left. So Mary can be here or there. Gregory was above the room Eula was in. Do we have anything more on Gregory? Mary was in the room more to the left than Gregory was in. David was not under the room that Gregory was in. Huh? Where is Gregory? Above the room Eula was in. Do we want to say? Because is Mary with anyone else? No. It's not under the room where Gregory was in. Okay. I want to say that Mary and Gregory. Because Mary, Doris, Darren, and Derek. So Darren was above the room Derek was in. The two Ds. The double Ds. Where are they? More to the left than Gregory was in. So Gregory can be either there or there. They was not under the room Gregory was in. Mary was above the room Doris was in. Oh, this is already taking me a long time. Doris was in. So I want to take a hard guess and say this. Mary Gregory. Darren was above the room Derek was in. Is that it? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who am I missed? Darren, Derek, David was not in under the room Derek was in. Oh, never mind. So this is David. No? No, never mind. This is Gregory. This is... No. There's a room more to the left. Darren was above the room Derek was in. Hold on. Some room doors, and Mary was in a room more to the left than Gregory. Yes, so it has to be like this. Darren was not in the room under the room that Derek was in. This is David. Georgie. Oh. What? Oh, this is difficult for me. I feel like it's right there, but I'm stupid. It's in the wine cellar with another woman. Gregory was above the room Eula was in. Mary's above the room Doris was in. Darren was above the room Derek was in. Mary was in a room more to the left than Gregory was in. David was not under the room Gregory was in. Oh. Can it be... Oh, can it be so? Could it be... that... Could it be this? Could it be Derek? No, no one can be there, bro. Who's on the top floor? Derek. Derek is on the top floor. They was not in the room under the room Gregory was in. Darren was above the room. Was in the room above them. Because... Oh my god. Is it... Because if we move Gregory, we have to move Mary. And if we move Mary, that would be... Darren was above... Yeah, no. No. That doesn't work. So it has to be this. No. It's not in the room under the room that Gregory is in. Darren was above the room Derek was in. Darren. Derek. David. Above the room Eula was in. Mason above the room Doris was in. Sylvia's in the wine cellar. The room Derek was. Is it this? Was the kitchen empty? Maybe. Is that what we have? Sylvia, Doris, Mary, Gregory, Eula, Darren, Derek. Oh, bitch. Okay. Oh yeah, no, I'm stupid. It can't be two there. They said that explicitly. Oh my god. Oh, this was fucking... Why is this making my brain stupid? Some more to the left than Gregory was in. What? Was above the room. They was not in the room under the room that Gregory was in. A room more to the left. Does that mean directly to the left or not directly to the left? Gregory was above the room Eula was in. Because that would mean this. Darren, Derek, David. Would that be it? Yes. Okay. So it doesn't mean directly to the left. It means kind of to the left. Okay. Oh, will they scream at me because... Will they scream at me because I was so slow? I think they will. Oh no, they didn't. Cool. Oh, more game modes coming soon. Share ideas via feedback on the main menu. I have no clue. I'm just playing the game as God intended. I would have no idea. Who did it? Okay. Right. Tracy was on the same floor as Robert, but in a room more to the left. Right. Right. William was on the same floor as Tracy. So Tracy, Robert, and William is on the top floor. To the left, Frank was on the same floor as Jesse, but one room more to the left. Amy was in the room above the room John was in. Michelle was with a man next to the room Amy was in, but more to the right. Okay. Do we know? Amy's on the top floor. Amy's on the top floor. Hold on. God, I think I'm getting eye strain or something. I'm just trying to read, bro. Tracy was on the same floor as Robert was in, but more to the right. William was on the same floor as Tracy, but in a room more to the right. Jesse was on the same floor as Mary. That isn't relevant to me. Or is it? Frank was on the same floor as Jesse. Oh, wait. Who? Amy was above. So, Amy is on the top floor somewhere. But no one tells me... Who? Do we know... Because these two... We know where these two are. Tracy, Robert, and William are together. Jesse and Mary is on the same floor. Frank is in the same floor as Jesse, so Frank. Amy was in the room above the room John was in. Michelle was with a man next to the room Amy was in, but more to the right. Oh god. How many fucking people do we have, bro? Put in a room to the right. Do we want to say that Tracy's there? No. Immediately. What if I just got it in one? I've been trying to read these things for 3 minutes. If I just want to left. How do we know? It's true. Amy was a bit more to the right. Amy was above the room John was in. Michelle was with a man. How many people do we have on each floor? Tracy, Robert, William, Jesse, Mary, Frank. Amy is in one of them. Michelle and Amy is on the same floor. And Amy is on the top floor. And John is somewhere. Would we say that it's... Oh god. That one's fucking hard, bro. And we're just on like the level fuck shit. Because if we know... Since we have like... we have a noir? Ooh, classical spooky. I'm just trying to think. Hello, Celestial Saturn. I don't know where you came in, but we have to run ads. But yeah, we're playing a fun little detective game. We did so good, and then my brain is fried. All right. I will sadly need to throw you away. Run 3 minutes of ads so we don't get pre-rolls. I will see you when you've eaten ads. Oh my god. My brain is so screwed. Dude. See if I can clean my glasses. Just try to read so hard. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ugh. It takes me 100 years to clean my glasses because I want to get them real clean. I'm so entertaining, I know. I didn't think I'd need them. I forget that I need glasses. You know this? I wonder if, like, can I just do a little shit job and still see good? Bro, I'm smeary. I don't like being smeary. I also don't want to clean my glasses on stream. This is not okay. I won't be able to get these clean enough for me to see through. So fucking dirty, bro. No. I will simply have to straighten my eyes. I don't care. Man, I'm enjoying this game. I'm starting to be stupid though. I don't know if it's my attention span or eyes slipping or if it's getting harder. Chances are it's getting harder. We leveled up and I was like, why is it hard? Very strange sodas though. I wonder if it's stranger because it's 0 sugar or if it's not. I've started to drink like vanilla Coke for some reason. Crackable tangent. It's not like, or like I was joking about like a OC I have liking fucking vanilla Coke, and I tasted it and I was like, I don't know. But now every time I go for vanilla Coke instead of normal, and that's so weird. I don't get it. Maybe it's just like it's a bit fun. Maybe it's a bit fun to relate to a character you made. Who knows? Fucking, I got out a new video today. Isn't that great? I was fighting with it for like 2 weeks. But mostly just like procrastinating it, I think. I sat down and like drew a comic about me and my friends OC for like an entire day. That's how I do comics. I sit down and I do things. I didn't go outside. I just made comic in 8. Kill me. But then I was like, I don't want to draw anything, and then I just fucked up. And then I made this video in like 5 days. Which is quite good for me, you know? So fucking look at it, it's Junji Ito and Ghibli. Cause, you know, you gotta get that. Oh, you've gotten like click sounds this entire time. I'm sorry. I'm just screaming. Let's see. Oh, I'm sweaty again. Oh, man. Should we start the fuck over? Can I do that? In quick case... Stop working this case for now. I will, and then I will start the fuck over. That's a something that I can't stop saying. I'm gonna start the fuck over. It's like I think I saw it on like it's just like a YouTube short that I got. I'm going to start the fuck over. Now I say it every time I want to like redo a clip when I record. Just say I'm gonna start the fuck over. Oh, so it changes. How good? How well? No one was in the kitchen. Each occupied room except the dining room contained either 2 men or 2 women. Woman? Kelly was in the study room, Evan was above the room Jennifer was in. James was on the same floor as Amy, but in a room more to the right. Robert was on the same floor as Thomas, but in another room. Thomas was above the room Mary was in. Amy was on the same floor as Jennifer, but in another room. Okay. Let's exclude some people. Let's exclude them. Who are on the top floor? No one is in the kitchen. Kelly was in the study room. Good to know. So Kelly is there with another lady. Evan was in the room above the room Jennifer was in. Evan is in. Evan is on the top floor. Thomas was above the room Mary was in. Okay, so who did it is either... He was on the same floor as Jennifer, but in another room. So it's either... because this is gonna be a lady. The one next to Kelly is gonna be a lady. So it's either Amy, Jennifer, or Mary. Because we had a direction for lady. We had a direction for lady. Jennifer's on same floor. Amy was in, but in a room more to the right. So I was on the same floor as Thomas, but in another room. Thomas in the room above the room Mary was in. Amy was on the same floor as Jennifer, but in another room. Do we have someone that is to the right, to the left, to the left? Evan was above the room Jennifer was in. Same floor as Thomas, but in another room. So it's either Thomas was above the room Mary was in. Amy's on the same floor as Jennifer, but in another room. This means that there are two ladies. The one on the top floor, it's either Thomas or Robert who did it. Was in the room above the room Jennifer was in. Okay, so someone in the room above Mary was in. Let's see. Same floor as Amy. So we have, but in a room more to the right. So this is Evan. Oh, no, James. James! Just gonna fucking die, bro. No, not Evan. Who is? There are two people who... James Forrest, Amy. This is James. James! James gonna fucking die, bro. Amy and Jennifer is not in the same room. Good. So these are men. Who Jennifer was in. Same floor as Thomas, but in another room. The room Mary was in. Same floor as Jennifer, but in another room. God. Wait, how many ladies are we? We have four. Got it. Evan was in the room above Jennifer. James was on the same floor as Amy. Robert is on the same floor as Thomas. Thomas is in the room Mary was in. Mary... Trying to see where names come up 2 times. It's Amy. Same floor as Thomas, but in the same room. Tom was in the room above the room Mary was in. Amy was on the same floor as Jennifer, but in another room. Amy is not in the same room as Jennifer. Amy is not in the same room as Jennifer. Oh, yeah. What? Room above the room Mary was in. So wherever Jennifer is, where is Jennifer? Because that informs me. It informs me. Like for room 69 contained. Kelly was in the study room. Evan is above Jennifer. James is on the bottom floor. That we don't care. I was about to say. Robert and Thomas is on the top floor. Thomas is above Mary. And Jennifer is not in the same room as Amy. And a room more to the left. Do we want to say it's this? Amy, Jennifer, and Mary. But in another room, Thomas was in a room above the room Mary was in. Thomas. Where's Robert? Same floor as Thomas, but in another room. Do we want to say that it's this? James is there. Marvin. Do we have any information on Evan? Above the room Jennifer's in. Yes. Evan and Thomas, James and Marvin. Do we want to say it's this? Best to ever do it. I don't know how long that took. I don't even want to know. 7 minutes. Oh no. Oh, I hope they don't yell at me. Okay. Next case. Come to me. I fucking love this game. This is also addicting. Leonard was alone in the room above the room Robert was in. He was one of only 2 men upstairs. All the women were in the ballroom and the living room. How many ladies do we have? Oh, so ballroom or living room, which means that these are for ladies only. What? Joshua was on a different floor than Terry. Betty was on a different floor than Terry. Terry was on a different floor than John. Patty was on the same floor as Betty. Kenneth was neither in the conservatory or the nursery. So, Kenneth is either the killer or in the lounge. We need to place Terry, okay? Alone in the room above the room Robert was in. And was one of only 2 men. 2 men. So there is... let's see. There's 2 guys on the top floor. We know this. Kenneth wasn't in the conservatory or the nursery, which means that he's in the lounge. Where are you, Kenneth? Because Kenneth cannot be in the ballroom. Patty was on the same floor as Betty. Terry was in a different floor than John. Betty was on a different floor than Terry. Joshua was a different floor than Terry. Kenneth was on a different floor than Betty. Okay. So Betty is here. Kenneth's on a different floor than Betty. Patty is on the same floor as Betty. All the women were in the ballroom and the living room. So on the same floor as Betty, Betty and Patty, Terry and Olivia has to be. Terry was on a different floor than John. So John is in one of these. Betty's on a different floor than Terry. Josh was on a different floor than Terry. So Josh is also up there. No. Terry's on a different floor than John. Oh, no. Because there's two dudes. No? Leonard was alone in a room above the room Robert was in, and one of only two men upstairs. Okay. So that is Leonard. And he is above the room Robert is in. Kenneth on a different floor than Betty. Josh on a different floor than Terry. Terry's on a different floor than John. So it's either John or Josh. Where do we find the... Where do we exclude? Yeah, because Josh is not there. Betty's not there. John is not there. Above room. Hold on. Terry's on a different floor than John. John, give it to Mary. Mary, give it to John. Do we have anything that tells us? Because Josh is down. John is down. But is it John or is it Josh? How do we know this? I was alone. Robert was above the room Robert was in. One room with two men upstairs. All the women were in the ballroom and living room. Kenneth was on a different floor than Betty. Josh on a different floor than Terry. Terry was on a different floor than John. Patty was on the same floor as Betty. Kenneth was neither in the conservatory or nursery. So it's either Josh or John. But which one? Kenneth and John. Do we have any left or right? Different floor, different floor, different floor. Same floor. Either... Oh, he was either in the conservatory or nursery. I'm stupid. He was either in the conservatory or nursery. Some different floor than Terry. Hold on. Leonard was alone in a room above the room Robert was in, and was one of only two men upstairs. Oh, never mind. Because Kenneth was either in the conservatory or nursery. So... No? Oh god. Different floor than Betty. But on a different floor. John. God. I never know. I thought that Kenneth... Kenneth, where are you? Different floor than... Because Betty and Patty is on the same floor. Which means that they're in the same room. It's on a different floor than Terry. Josh was on a different floor than Terry. floor than Betty. Either in the conservatory or nursery, which means he didn't do it. Conservatory, nursery. I feel like this has with counting to do. Leonard was alone upstairs, along with one other guy. One other guy. Some different floor. Yeah. No, so we were right. Never mind. Because there's only 2 dudes upstairs, and one of them is Leonard. So Josh and John cannot be. Both Josh and John cannot be on the top floor. Kenneth was either in the conservatory or nursery, but he is not on the same floor as Betty. Leonard was in the room above the room Robert was in, and was one of the only 2 men upstairs. So this is Leonard, this is Robert. Josh was on a different floor than Terry, along with John. Is that all of them? That's all of them. Has to be. Leonard, Robert, Joshua, Terry, Betty, Patty, Kenneth, Lou, and John. Nice. Best to ever do it. Probably took me like 10 minutes or something. Anything under 10 minutes is speedy in my opinion. Thank you. This game does not consider it that, I think. The first couple of cases I did in 3 minutes, so that's why. But it's, you know, we're leveling up, so it's just getting harder. Oh, no one is screaming at me, how good. Oh, open the case. And let me find out who did it. Oh, I don't have like a fitting person to make a spinning thing if we're gonna continue doing this, which I assume we're gonna do because I really like this. Bathroom was empty at the time. James and Holly were chatting in the kitchen. James and Holly. Marilyn was on the same floor as Harold, but on a room more to the left, so she cannot be in the nursery or living room. Tori was not in the same room as Harold. Robert was not in the same room as Aaron. Marilyn was not in the same room as Victoria. Charles and Glenn was on the same floor, but not in the same room. Evidence proved that the murderer was a woman. Charles was not in the right wing. Where's the right wing, bro? What do you mean this? I mean good. Thank you, Charles, but like what? So Charles and Glenn were on the same floor, but not in the same room. And Glenn, same floor, but not in the same room. Where can we place the ladies? Marilyn's in the same room as Harold, but a room more to the left. Which means that she is here, by necessity. Yes, that is true. Because the kitchen is fully occupied, and it's a lady who killed whoever died. Who killed whoever died. Harold. More to the left. Victoria was not in the same room as Harold. Robert was not in the same room as Aaron. Charles and Glenn was on the same floor, but not in the same room. Where's all the ladies? We have Holly, we know where Marilyn is. Aaron and Victoria. Robert was not in the same room as Aaron. Good. Victoria was not in the same room as Harold. Good. So it's either them. Marilyn was not in the same room as Victoria? Oh, yeah. Huh? Not in the same room as Victoria. Victoria is not in here. Victoria is not in here. Robert is not... Huh? Charles and Glenn were on the same floor, but not in the same room. So Charles and Glenn... Glenn is not here. Glenn is not here. The bathroom was empty. Never mind. It's on the same floor as Howard, but in a room more to the left. Oh, so it's one of those things where it once again is like more. So Marilyn is here. And Robert... Wait, Harold. Marilyn's on the same floor as Harold, but more to the left. Victoria was not in the same room as Harold. Robert was not in the same room as Aaron. Marilyn was not in the same room as Victoria. Charles and Glenn was on the same floor, but not in the same room. Charles was not in the right wing. So Charles is either here or there. And Charles and Glenn were on the same floor. Do we have anything? What was Glenn doing? Where's Harold? Robert was not in the same room as Aaron. Marilyn was not in the same room as Victoria. Victoria is not in the same room as Harold. Charles and Glenn was on the same floor, but not in the same room. Oh, yeah. Okay, so they have to be here. Because no one is in the bathroom and the nursery is empty. So, this is Glenn. This is Charles. So Glenn the same through... Charles is not it. All the shouting in the kitchen. Marilyn is on the same floor as Harold, but in a room more to the left. Victoria is not in the same room as Harold. Robert was not in the same room as Aaron. Marilyn was not in the same room as Victoria. So, which one? It's Robert. Do we have any pointer for where Robert is, except not in the same room as Aaron? Harold is down there. It's on the same floor as Harold, but more to the left. Victoria was not in the same room as Harold. God. Okay, but we know for sure that Charles is there. Why did I place Marilyn there? Same floor as Harold, but not in the same, but in a room more to the left. Not the same as Victoria. Do we know who is not on the same floor? Shannon in the kitchen. Marilyn is on the same... Victoria is not in the same room as Harold. Robert was not in the same room as Aaron. Marilyn is not in the same room as Victoria. That's Victoria. So which one do we have? It's Robert. Oh, so it's Victoria who did it. Yes. Robert. No. Yes. No? Robert's not in the same room as Aaron, so Aaron did it. Is that it? Okay. Yes! Best to ever do it! How long was it? That was 7? Oh my god, we're the best to ever do it, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Give me the next case. Give me the next case. I don't know what to tell you. We have only gotten it wrong once. I don't remember why we got it wrong, though. My eyes, someone was alone in the kitchen. Okay. Andre was in the room between the rooms where John and Arthur was in. John was in a room either above or below the room Aaron was in. Catherine was in the room next to the room Arthur was in. Okay. Alright. I was just trying to figure out. Lise was in the room either above or below the room Arthur was in. So we have to place Arthur. Where's Arthur? Jennifer was on the same floor as Kenneth, but in a room more to the right. James was on the same floor as Aaron. A woman did it. Sheila was not in the right wing. So this is right. Okay. At this point, we have to remember what's right and left. Between John and Arthur. So this means that we have Andre here. Because it's a lady who did it. So, yes. John was in a room either above or below the room Aaron was in. Above or below the room Aaron was in. Okay, so it's above the room Aaron was in. By necessity. Which means that John... Oh, I shouldn't make that noise. Oh, you can strike out. No. We don't have... no. We don't have a room where no one was in. Do we have any information about Sheila? No. This was either in a room above or below. John was in a room either above or below the room Aaron was in. So... Oh, yeah. So Aaron is here. John is here. Arthur is here. Where are you, Arthur? So Andre was in a room between John and Arthur. John was in a room above or below where Aaron was in. Catherine was in the room next to the room Arthur is in. Catherine. Lisa was either above or below the room. Oh, so Lisa did it. Boom. We got her. Jennifer was on the same floor as Kenneth, but in a room more to the right. Sheila was not in the right wing, so this is Sheila. No. This is not Sheila. That's the opposite of what Sheila is. Opposite of what Sheila is. Sheila's here. James was on the same floor as Aaron. And someone was alone in the kitchen. So this is... Who? Where are you? James! So... Which ones do we have left? Oh, there's no room between... John was in a room either above or below the room I was in. Catherine... Arthur, Lisa... Kenneth. Where is Kenneth, bro? Did we place Kenneth? Did we place Kenneth? Where is he? Same floor as Kenneth, but a room more to the right. Jennifer? Oh, what? On the same floor as her, not in the same room. You idiot. No, but... Huh? Okay. No. Then... Sheila's not in the right wing. Yeah, that means Sheila's here. Because Arthur... Yeah. What? So... James was on the same floor as Aaron. Okay. So someone is in the same room as John? And... the same floor as Kenneth, but a room more to the right. Oh. I see. Because it's not directly to the right. Is that it? Oh. No. What? Oh, right. I just don't know right and left. This is stupid. Where are you? Kenneth. Best to ever do it. First try. They want me. I was about to say. Oh, it was 5 minutes. It was genuinely good. That's so stupid. I felt like it took a lot longer than it did. Oh. Who did it? Oh, my eyes, bro. Patrick and Russell were on the same floor, but opposite ends of the house. Do we have anything else on Patrick? Juan was either in the room above or below where Patrick was. Patrick was with someone else. Okay, let's read it properly. Patrick and Russell was on the same floor but on opposite ends of the house. Which means that they are extremes, I was about to say. Christopher and Juan were on the same floor but opposite ends of the house. Okay. Lonnie and Wayne were dancing in the attic. Lonnie and... Wayne. Lonnie and Wayne. Juan was in a room either above or below the room Patrick was in. Sharon was in the room above the room Leona was in. Emma was not on the same floor as Russell, and Patrick was with someone else. So, Patrick... One of these are Patrick or Russell. Oh. No. Yes. So it's Patrick or Russell. And then it's Juan or Christopher. So... Okay. Who is above and who is below? Someone was alone in the greenhouse. Oh, so this is Patrick. This is Juan, because Patrick was with someone. No, it's either above or beyond. Above or beyond. It's above or below. I see. I forgot. Okay. We don't get anything more on Christopher now. So it's either Russell or Christopher who did it. Did it. Sharon was above the room Leon was in. Emma was not on the same floor as Russell. We need to be counting where people, how many people. Because, you know, because we can only have 2 people. We can only have 2 people on the upper floor. Because someone was alone in the greenhouse. No. No. I'm stupid. I can't see. Okay. Someone is alone in the wine cellar. Someone is alone in the greenhouse. Oh, okay. So Patrick is either in one of these. Juan. It's either. It all depends if it's Patrick or Juan. Patrick was with someone else. Anyway, we're dancing in the attic. Juan was in a room. Someone was alone in the greenhouse. Sharon was in the room above the room Leona was in. Emma was not on the same floor as Russell. Patrick was with someone else. So... Patrick and Russell were on the same floor but opposite ends of the house. Patrick was with someone else. Lainey and Wayne were dancing in the attic. Oh god. If I just know where you are, Patrick. Emma was not. Sharon was in the room above the... So Sharon is upstairs. So Sharon is here. There you go. And Leona is here. Because they can't be in a greenhouse. Yes. 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 What? No. Yes. What? No? Yes? You win 1, you win 2, then 3 makes a Patrick. What? No, it's not. It's Leona. Leona. Right? Yes. Emma is not in the same floor as Russell. Same floor, but opposite. Not on the same floor as... Come on. I can figure this out! House... Oh. Wait. Patrick has to be in one of these. Emma is not on the same floor as Russell. We know this. The attic was either above or below the room Patrick was in. Someone was alone in the greenhouse, but it's not Patrick. Sharon was above the room Leona was in. Not room, Patrick, someone else. Yes. It has to be this, right? Yeah. Because, we have to have a dude. We have to have a dude. One dude. If I was this... I was not on the same floor as Russell. So Russell is either... Russell is either one of those. No. What? Emma was not on the same floor as Russell. Oh. That still doesn't make any sense. Juan? So it's either... This is either Juan or Patrick. I'm just gonna do this. Because why not? Because someone was alone in here. So it's either Christopher or fucking Russell. Or Russell. We're just gonna do that and then find out who would be in the kitchen. Emma was not on the same floor as Russell. Emma was not on the same floor as Russell. So, oh yeah. No, now I get it. That's the winning line. I was about to say. No. So, this is Patrick. No, this is Patrick. This is Juan. What? Come on. This is Russell. This is Christopher. And this is... No. Emma. And... she was in the room above the room. Oh yeah, we checked that already. So... oh yeah, and it's whoever's left, which is Vincent, right? Yes. Are we the best to ever do it? Oh, we so are! How long did that take me? Christopher is the killer. Took me 9 minutes 30 seconds. Alright. Not as good as the fine. You win a Juan, you win a 2. I so didn't catch the Juan sounding like a fucking 1. I'm stupid, Social. Oh. Okay. Next case for me. Oh god, my eyes, bro. Lena was alone. Andrew and Alfred were discussing politics. In the library. Andrew and Alfred. Andrew and Alfred. Betty and Lena were on the same floor but on opposite ends. Okay. Lee, Patricia, and Ray were all on the same floor. Okay. Rita was with Gary. Betty and Lena were on opposite ends of the same floor. Wait, there were 2 people in the utility room. There were 2 men in the kitchen. So, Lee, Patricia, and Ray. Betty and Lena was on the same floor but on opposite ends. So, it would be Betty or Lena. So, Rita was with Gary. There were 2 men in the kitchen. So, the guy in the kitchen is either it's Lee or Ray, and Patricia's the killer. There were 2 people in the utility room. Yeah. There were 2 men in the kitchen. So, I want to believe, Betty and Lena. Rita was with Gary. Okay. Let's see. And Lena was alone. There were 2 people in the utility room. Lena was alone, so I assume she was alone in the basement. A basement? Body? Betty and Lena was on the same floor but at opposite ends. It would be Betty. Rita was with Gary. Lee, Patricia, and Ray. So if Rita was with Gary, they have to have been in the kitchen. Rita, Gary. Because Lee, Patricia, and Ray were all on the same floor. Same odds and opposite ends. 2 people in the utility room. Leo was alone, so that's done. Who is with Betty? Who's with Betty in the utility room? Who is fucking Betty in the utility room? Oh yeah. No, that means that Lee, Patricia, and Ray. So this is Lee and Ray, and that's Patricia. And who is the last one? Daniel. Is that it? Best to ever do it, dude? That went pretty fast, I'd say. How fast is it? Patricia's the killer. Fucking, we're back to the like 3.5 minute mark. We're the best to ever do it, dude. Oh. What's happening? I will read your chat. To the archives? To the archives. Let's follow her? Huh? What's going on? Distant chatter. I think that'll do. I'm just glad to be able to talk this time. Work is slightly lax at the moment. That's fantastic, Celestial. I love to have you. I love to have you in chat. Oh. Oh, we have secret cases. Oh, it's the secrets. Huh? What kind of secrets do we have? Hello? The archives? Are we in the archives? Very interesting. Someone was alone in the kitchen. Andre was in the room between the... I love getting these. No, we already did this, bro. No, we did this, bro. What's going on? Write your temporary notes here. Warning, this notes will not be saved when you close the game. Didn't we do this? Did we do this already? Do this. Who did it? Me. Oh, is this a... Oh, is this a bug? No? Is it? Because that's case closed. What's going on? Completed, unlocked, locked. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's much easier. But... maybe... Oh. Because I'm thinking... because we had... I just saw it. We have completed 14 out of 13 cases. So... maybe... we, maybe I can run... a 3-minute ad? 3-minute ad? Then we can do... the last case. Go to case select. And then we have like one more guaranteed stream. Game. I will send you away for 3 minutes of ads. See ya. See you, sucker. Oh my god. I'm so tired. Looking like it consumes a amount of brain power, this game, but in a way that is like very nice. Me being like, game. I already bought like every extension you can to this game. Am I just gonna be an insane supporter at this point? Is this another Lucky Game Studio that I've become weirdly obsessed with? From what I remember, like this game is weensy. As far as I got it. I can't double check on Steam. Fucking who did it? Who did it? Oh, it's 75%. By who did it, dude? It has 2 user reviews, which I think is not a lot. And yeah, you can get it for like dirt cheap now. So, fucking buy the game, dude. Now, as in the 4th of July. I don't celebrate because I'm not American. Yeah. Do. Please do. Support the devs. I'm gonna be linking this store. Of course, I always link the games, but I was about to exit Twitch. That was gonna be a bad idea. Oh my god. Wonder if I will be able to draw after this, or if my brain will be too scrambled. I want to draw my silly little characters. I always do. My silly little cyberpunks. That's all I do now. I'm gonna die. I think that person's gonna die. Oh god. I don't know what game. I guess maybe this will be our Sunday stream too. I think so. Man, I have so many games, but I really don't know where to start. Because I don't know how long any of them are. I think maybe also because I'm scared I'm scared to try new things. but some of them look or outside of what I think I usually do. So, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And now it's back to the game. Oh no, you didn't see it because I'm stupid. I'm so sorry. Oh, I forgot to fucking click over to Game Camp. I'll edit that out. Oh well. Oh, I did a dumb. This is what happens when mod isn't there. Alright. At least it was just one case. Okay? It wasn't an hour. It was like 20 minutes or something. Oh well. Anywho, play the damn game. Get the game! I feel like it's a great game. I really like it. Very addictive. Very much my eyes are dead. So I think we're gonna say our thank yous. Is that it? If we're watching a VOD, it's who did it? Who did it? I have it all linked. I always do. So, thank God for Celestial Saturn. Thank you, Celestial, for coming in and being a lovely shatter as usual. I'll love to see you in. Thank you to the devs for making such a cool game. I think we're gonna be playing it on Sunday as well. Knock knock. Decided to hammer in the middle of the night, my neighbor. And fucking thank you to Dean Zabin and Erik Mellestal for being just the dearest of darlings. Until next time, cheers.